Hi, I'm Patterson, Creative Director on FIFA Street. Street football is played differently across the whole world, and again we sent some researchers out across the world to figure out how people are playing it and the style of them, and then what the game types are, and so we wanted to incorporate that into our street football game. So we're going to have 1v1 to 6v6 gameplay. We're also going to have futsal, so maybe the first game to have futsal is very popular in mainland Europe and in South America. And we're also going to have some maybe different rule sets. So something that's popular in freestyle football is you have a very small goal. You get no goalkeeper, 1 point for a goal, but you get 2 points for a nutmeg. So encourage that kind of different style of play, and that's something that we wanted to be authentic to the sport in that way as well. Earlier in the year, we brought two of the world's top street footballers to our motion capture studio in Vancouver, and they spent a week with us performing the moves. And those moves themselves, they're incredibly complex, incredibly skillful, and we've got them and we're going to put them in the game. So yeah, the game is going to be focused on that 1v1 battle. Street football, it's a small pitch, there's always a defender in front of you. We want to allow people to express themselves that way in the one-on-one battle, allow them to beat the defender, have them always facing each other. So we've built some dribbling mechanics around that. Everyone's responded well to our new dribbling mechanic, what we're called standing street ball control, where you pull what we're calling the brake on the left trigger, and then you can move the ball with the left stick. It doesn't move the left stick, doesn't move the player anymore, it moves the ball. It's very responsive, and then you can try and nutmeg or pana the dribbler, the defender rather. I think our goal is to use those base dribble mechanics, but then break down the complicated skill moves as much as possible. So maybe it's a combination of two gestures, so you can break out of the skill move at point A, or you continue to point B, and then that's the more complicated move. So we've slowed the game down a little bit. The sprint speed's a little bit slower, the acceleration's a little bit slower, passing's going to be a little bit more difficult, shooting's going to be a little bit more manual. The momentum of the players is a little bit longer, so if you can get a defender to move, you can perform a nutmeg or a skill move to try and beat him a little bit easier. And so that's one of the challenges that we've had, to play on that aspect of timing. We've tried to make it so that defending's about stealing the ball, like taking possession of the ball, not necessarily just about knocking the player over and kicking it away. Like when he starts his animation, he can adjust that animation halfway through in order to get the ball if the dribbler has moved the ball. So we're trying to help the defender a little bit, but at the same time, it's got to be a balance, and the game is, the drive of the game is going to be that 1v1 balance. It is going to be the skill moves. It is going to be like humiliating your opponent, humiliating the defender, nutmegs and the like. So I think that's another element that we've added that maybe FIFA is not so heavy on. But we wanted to also stick a little bit to our FIFA roots. We wanted people to be comfortable with the controller in their hands. They didn't have to learn too much. With the new dribbling mechanics that we have enough differentiators. But yeah, it should still be familiar to FIFA gamers. FIFA Street will be connected to EA Sports Football Club, so everything you do in FIFA Street will contribute to your EA Sports Football Club reward. And there will be some other minor crossovers, but I can't tell you too much about that right now, maybe in October time.